I just would love to hear how you discovered Emma's allergies and just the origination of this whole story of your lives.
Sure. So it started very early on. When Emma was 8 days old, she started choking very violently. And I used to work in the medical field, so I did the baby Heimlich on her and brought her to the emergency room. And they thought at the time that she had very severe acid reflux. And so they put her on medication for that. And over the next few weeks, it got worse and worse. And she couldn't hold anything down. And at 3.5 weeks old, she tore her esophagus because everything would come up, and so she tore her esophagus. And the conversation was actually happening that they didn't know if she was gonna have to have a feeding tube. They were saying things like, if she makes it past this, then we'll do ... And so it was very, very terrifying. Didn't know if we were gonna make it past that. And in typical Emma fashion, she beat all the odds, and there was really no explanation for it. We couldn't figure out why she all of a sudden was getting much better. So at 11.5 months, they finally said, she's good, give her whatever she wants, just keep it really small because she's got to learn how to swallow now. Right. I was like, okay. And everything I gave her, she had a reaction. If I give her a little piece of bread, she'd have a reaction. A little piece of egg, she'd have a reaction. And at that point, it was just either hives or major facial swelling. We went to the emergency room and the urgent care, I have no idea how many times, maybe 20 times. So that's how it started. So she was officially diagnosed with food allergies 3 days before her first birthday. But then they were able to backtrack and realize that that was the reason that she was getting so sick, and that was the reason she couldn't hold anything down, because everything we were giving her, she was allergic to.
When did you start to become aware and understand what was going on with your food allergies?
I started beginning to actually become aware when I started Allergic Emma, because then I started learning all my food allergies, and I could do it on my hand, like peanuts, tree nuts, coconut, all dairy, and so yeah, that's when it all happened. And then once Allergic Emma started going and starting, I learned more and more about food allergies, and yeah, here we are now.
How old were you when that started?
5.5.
The day of Ducks Day, Emma was up in the cavalcade with the team and sitting with Dosti, and Dosti, who we love so much, was being very sweet and offered her a, what was it?
A Z-bar, and it was like a chocolate chip Z-bar that I was allergic to.
And he was trying to be sweet and share a snack with her, and Emma said, no thank you, I think I'm allergic to that.
You listed really quickly a couple of, you said when you were 5.5 you started to be able to, can you list them a little slower for me so I can hear?
All of them?
Well, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peanuts, tree nuts, coconut, all dairy, eggs, pit food, so cherries, peaches, and avocados, pumpkin, and then my animal allergies are horses, guinea pigs, hamsters, and mildly to cats. Down the hallway we have this sign that says, I just hope Lucas still has fun, and he signed it at Ducks Day, and we hung it right here, and I think it looks really good right here because it really brings out the hall. And then now we have my room. I have a Dosti signed jersey from when I became the 21st Duck, pillows, the Dosti pillow, my Choco Bear, Wild Wing, and then that's a pillow of my dog. We have the Ducks beanie, and then the actual helmet from the opening night that I wore of me and Dosti skating out. And then the background's really cool too because it's 21st Duck Emma Melin. And then over here I have where I practice my hockey. It's kind of a rebounder, so it passes it back to you. One fan for the Ducks, because I am. And then this is a stick from Brock McGinn from a practice that I went to when I first became the 21st Duck, and he put to Emma, continue the great work spreading awareness on allergies. And I think it's really cool because Brock McGinn also has allergies, and you really wouldn't guess that about a hockey player, so yeah.
Did you know about the 21st Duck before becoming the 21st Duck?
Yeah, I would go on YouTube and I would look up Anaheim Ducks 21st Ducks or whatever, and I saw one of them from a couple of years ago, and she was interviewing the duck, the team, and I was I want to do that. So and then she told me, and I was Oh my gosh.
And now you're part of the family of
Yeah.
21st Ducks, and you've met so many of them. What do you think about that bond that you're going to have for the rest of your life?
I think it's really cool because once there's like more 21st Ducks each year and each season, like it's gonna become even bigger and bigger, and it's just gonna be one whole 21st Duck family, and I'm really excited for that journey to
It
go.
is cool. Are you so proud of how much this has done for the food allergy community?
Incredibly proud. You know, obviously being a Ducks fan, I knew it was going to be an awesome experience. There's no question about that. But the Ducks really did keep their word and help us spread food allergy awareness. The organization and the Anaheim Ducks Foundation have gone above and beyond to really help us get the word out, which is so important because food allergies are so prevalent. They're everywhere, but it's just not something that's discussed for some reason. And to have a whole new group of people be able to hear her story, I can't tell you how many fans will come up to us and just say, you know, good job, Emma, thanks for sharing your story. Or they'll say things like, I had no idea, you know, I'm gonna pay attention to that now. Or people with food allergies saying, thank you so much for saying something, because nobody gets it. So we had an incredible experience, and the fans have welcomed her so much. We get hundreds of messages from them all the time, supporting her and, you know, saying, oh, you did a great job. Or when the friendship bracelet thing came about, they all wanted to support her. They all would say, how else can we support? Like, what else can we do? And it's been such an amazing experience. It really has been. I hope people that hear our story understand, first and foremost, that food allergies are not a choice. This is a medical condition. We know that in certain circumstances, sometimes people feel almost annoyed or put out that there's different things that are put into place, like for instance, schools that might be peanut and tree nut free or something like that. But it is a life-threatening medical issue. And I hope that in hearing Emma's short story and sharing her story, people realize that it is not a choice. Trust me, if I had the choice, Emma wouldn't be allergic to anything and we wouldn't be dealing with this. But I hope that they have a little bit more empathy and compassion and understand that this is our life, this is what we have to do, and if Emma's out and about, whether it's at a Ducks game or at school or wherever we're at, we have to take precautions to keep her safe. But that is the only reason that we're doing what we're doing, is to keep her safe.
Yeah, she's definitely a hero, and I love her so much, and she always takes care of me, and I'm so thankful for that.
We just want to give a big thank you to the Anaheim Ducks, the team, the organization, the Anaheim Ducks Foundation, and of course the fans who have made Emma feel so special and included her in everything this season. We're so grateful. And we wanted to let you know that you'll be seeing a lot more of us next season as we just became Orange Alliance members. See you guys next time. Go Ducks.
Bye.